While I'm at it, who the hell did you come from? Are you? Uh-huh. Probably going to ignore that friend request, but I'll look at that in more detail later. It says, once again, a reminder to people, maybe don't just out of the blue randomly send friend requests to people on Discord. Some people may take a dim view of that idea. Come on, OBS. Come on. There you go. A little loud, though, so I'm going to need to adjust that. Ah, because it forgot my settings. That's why. That would definitely do it. There we go. That should be a bit better on everybody's ears. As you can see, not much in the way of graphic settings to change at all, so this will either work or it won't. But that volume looks a lot better, so we'll go with that. Delete this save. Of course, by hitting delete, I hit the hotkey for this old model. Don't mind that. There we go. I need to clear those out at some point, but it's funnier when they just randomly appear, or when I'm pressing buttons. Let's get this ball rolling. "40 years ago. Let's hope it knows who created it. All systems nominal. Status report, make it quick. Core activation complete. Blowing soulless nanites into the isolated subject. Full body reconstruction, incredible. Just imagine what it'll do once it learns to transfer souls. Sentient, immortal reconstructs. Processing data fast. Soul transfer's nearly ready. Still too slow. Push it any harder and you lose control. Give it time, Gus. I don't have time. And that's why you needed to give it time. Something's wrong. Protocol's been altered. The soulless nanites are loose. Got one clinging to somebody's face. Got a giant robot monkey about to crush somebody. Laser dog blasting the other one. It's a mess. Oh god, what have we done? You've made an infinite army of soulless robots that are just going to kill everyone. Hold your ground. No one breaks. There's too many. We can't hold them. What he said. Please don't. Don't think they care. Suddenly old man. I think we can potentially assume that the child became this man. Morning, Dad. You're up early. Just getting some fresh air. Sprambles, thank you for the raid. It's been a while, bud. How you been? Hopefully you had a good time with what you were doing today. What were you up to? We're just knocking our way through as many Next Fest demos as we can. We're currently on I Am Machine, just starting off with that one. But hopefully everybody's been having a good time. Life's been interesting, as I think we can all describe life as very frequently. But it's overall been fine. Hopefully all's been well for you. Couldn't sleep again? Ain't that the truth? Ooh. I keep hearing good things about Resident Evil 8. I've just yet to get to it. Mostly through budget reasons, all things considered. But only using the pistol does seem like an interesting angle on it. Hopefully it's been going well for you. Guess I'll take that as a yes. Probably having nightmares about being attacked by evil robots. How's the car coming along? Leaks patched up, spark plugs fried, though. You know what? That's understandable. There's a few old wrecks in the valley. I'll go scavenge one. Thanks. While you're out, I'll see if it got any bolts that aren't rusted through. And don't forget to double check the radiator while you're at it. I'm your daughter, aren't I? You can't forget something that obvious? Smartass. See you soon. Sounds good. Hopefully you have a good time out with the dog. Thank you again. We gotta go find a spark plug. Don't ask how this guy can just magic warp forward. I'm sure that'll either be explained or not as time goes on. So the way those pull back to me, I have an immediate suspicion that my thought that he is nanite filled might be true. Why can't I take the axe? The axe seems like something I would very much want if I'm going out scavenging. May not necessarily be, you know, the ideal thing, but it would be helpful. People have died, very clearly. Just got a couple graves. Presumably the wife and another kid, probably. Those seem like the likely outcomes there. Almost left without my old friend. Oh, now you want the axe. You couldn't have gotten it when I wanted it. Now we're talking. I agree. I actually agree with you on that. Just one-handing this thing. Look at this. These are rusted to hell. Better check another car. Presumably we'll find one that's in shockingly good condition. Jackpot. Clean as a whistle. Ah. Rita? And now all hell breaks loose, as I think is going to be a surprise to no one. Machines are at the camp. Gotta head back. But the door's closed. Oh, there we go. I can open the door, though. And now, tragedy. Rita? Rita! No, this is not happening. Not you, too. Well, good news, she's not dead. Not obviously dead, at least. Rita? Meow. The hell are you? Where's Frida? Yes, yell at the non-talking cat, because it will clearly tell you things. Hey! I understand that this is a desperate time, but I feel like yelling at a random weird cat isn't gonna help you. I'm not done with you. Get back here! Mountains. Coming to save you, Frida. So let's see. We've got Deflective Strike. Strike is 40% stronger and deflects enemy attacks. Deflective Special. Same case, but 90% stronger for special attacks and deflects enemy attacks. And Deflective Dash. Dash deals 10 damage and deflects enemy attacks. I feel like deflecting attacks is probably best to have with our Strike, because that's the thing we'll be using the most. So it'll be our most consistent means of deflecting. Hello, random person who isn't dead. Hey, you there. Have you seen anything strange lately? Strange? You mean like 2 automatic T-500 turrets locked on you and a sniper in the building tracking your marauding friends? Give me one good reason not to end your life right here, right now. Whoa, whoa, take it easy, buddy. I'm not here to cause trouble. I'm looking for my daughter. Our base was raided and now she's gone. There was this mechanical cat. A reconstruct? I'm afraid I have bad news for you. Your daughter's dead. Reconstructs never leave survivors. No, you don't need to tell me how the machines operate. There was no body. Frida's alive, I know it. Admittedly, there's a whole possibility where they don't leave survivors, but they rebuild the survivors into more of them. So why do I have this feeling there's gonna be a whole traumatizing sequence that it's gonna happen at some point here? Peculiar. The most recent motion sensor logs show some unusual movement in that direction. That's it. I've got to go. Hold on, Frida. Thanks for the thing, I guess. Deflect makes enemies more susceptible to damage. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. That'll pair well with our deflecting strikes. Robot, get wrecked. I'm gonna try actually deflecting this to see if this works. Yep, it sure does. I just send it right on back. Very good. Because for all I knew, they were treating deflect as a status effect instead of actually reflecting ranged attacks, so I needed to check. Power cell. Battery that can be used for powering up portable devices and storing energy for use later. Alright. And we can open the door now. Okay, I don't have much. Ah, there's my special. I spin. Spin. Now that kind of worked, but he hit me too, which is not what I want. As it turns out, I do not wish my enemies to harm me. Though, man, we have a lot of range with our swings. Now, let's see. Deflective special. Alloy armor. Enemy attacks deal 5% less damage, or magnetic resonator. Deflected attacks deal 80% more damage. If it was 800% more damage, I'd have a lot of questions. I'm taking the 80% increase in damage. That seems like a good idea. Hello? What's this? Oh, I guess that was just like a choose your reward scenario. Okay, you can just continue your combo out of a dodge as well, so that's good to keep in mind. That spin has a little more delay to it than I would like. Not sure how much I'm going to actually make use of that, outside of scenarios where I'm genuinely surrounded and don't really have much other option. Let's see, same things we had before, make our deflective strike better, our vulnerability scanner better, or our magnetic resonator better. Since we're consistently still using the strikes, we'll go ahead and just upgrade them straight up. The vulnerability scanner might have been the better choice, but I'm not consistently actually making the deflects happen. Because I'm not, like, actively standing back and letting them throw attacks at me for me to deflect. And of course, our only task right now is finding Frida. Let's see what this door means. It's got a big C on it. Ow. Why am I not hitting him? That was a very weird angle there, I guess. Robo-deer are real dangerous. Ah, that was just money. Okay. So I can get another power cell if I go that way, or whatever the scrap metal's for over here. Let's find out what the scrap metal's for. That seems like a good idea. Learning more of the options and more of the mechanics right off the bat would be wise. Especially since I'm kind of getting my ass kicked here a little bit. Whoa! Oh, the monkeys are throwing bombs. They've upgraded from throwing poo to throwing in goddamn landmines. At least they're very easy to dispose of. Composite, the main construction material used for buildings and reconstructs. So what I'm hearing is everything's made out of that stuff. There's healing that way, so I probably should go this way. As much as I would love to go get another upgrade. Healing seems like the move. But I gotta fight for it, huh? Okay, that's fine. Gotta fight for everything, so that makes sense. Hee. Okay, they can set barrels off too. I'll need to keep that in mind. Want you out of this corner. 2-for-1 special. Oh. Was even gonna try to do a witty line and everything when he did that too, and just didn't land. That's fine. Okay, so the fountain isn't the healing. There's just a random health item that drops. Okay. Keep that in mind. Glad I didn't try to rush the fountain to try to heal mid-fight then, otherwise that would have ended in real bad news for me. Alright, looks like this is our only way to go, so let's find out what's behind door number this one. Thank you. Come here, you. Can't be running around throwing grenades all day. Tree knew it was time. Interesting that they have dialogue for just breaking random trees. Oh boy, that's a big boy. That's a big boy. Not that strong, though. I kind of expected him to have more health than that. Enemy attacks deal less damage. Yeah, but at this point, probably a good idea. One quick second, though. Check on something. Actually, the ad is running, so I'm gonna go ahead and quickly refill my drink while we're at it, too. Just realized, because the ad timing got thrown off by the snoozing, that it's happening now. So we'll wait a hot second here. So if you need to get up and do something, by all means do so, too. Oh, I swear, Twitch. Which is it? Is the ad running or is the ad ending? Because for those who don't understand what I'm complaining about, at the top of the chat it says ad break ends in 2 minutes, but in my ads manager it says it ends in 16 seconds. And it just gets desynced like that all the time, and I don't know why. So I never know what's actually happening these days. That all started like 2 or 3 weeks ago with it getting that bad about it desyncing. That sounds right. Let's see, we got money that way. Is there any other paths to take out of here, or was that the only one? Because down here is back where we came from, and we can't go back. So yeah, the only path out of here is just money. Okay. Perhaps money will be useful for something. I don't know if there's, like, in-run merchants or anything. Considering the state of the world, you would expect there not to be too much interaction with anybody. So, then again, we already had more interaction with fellow humans than I expected, considering we found any other than us to begin with. So, what do I know? I keep thinking that spin's also gonna have more of an impact on their animation than it does. Doesn't seem to have really much of any impact. We've gone and got those a bunch. Did we did go to one of these at some point, right? We went and got one of these cards. I think that's what upgraded one of our things, so sure, we'll do that again. I keep getting thrown off by just how much reach our third attack has. That is wild range. Yeah, this was the upgrade one. Yeah, we'll have deflected attacks to 120%. And if you are only now coming back out of the ads, you didn't miss much. We went a couple more rooms forward right after I went and got a drink. Nothing too major happened. The upgrade you saw was basically the main thing that happened, because we picked up some money otherwise. And I complained about the ad manager, which, you know, that's also nothing new. We're just chopping our way to victory. I'll be honest, I kind of expected this game to be the harder of the two between Retroid and this one. Turns out I had it backwards. Retroid's a lot harder. So I think of the demos we did today so far, I think Rebel Engine might be the hardest. Ooh, taking damage deals 30 damage to nearby enemies and briefly deflects attacks. Sure, I'm gonna sneeze also, so one sec. Or, you know, it's the classic, it doesn't happen the second you're ready for it to happen. Don't you love that? Let's see. Come here, you. Don't run from me. Okay, that comboed a little bit better that time. I'm starting to get a handle on the timing to try to use that. Go ahead, shoot at me again, I dare you. Okay, those hurt. That threw me off. Up. That didn't seem like it did that much more damage. I swore I'd upgraded my deflection power, but it might be that they're scaling up the more rooms out you go, too. I'm not sure. I could see either being true. Come here, monkey. Monkey see, monkey die. I was a little too slow on the uptake on that one. That one was completely on me. This axe is deceptively fast, but not as fast as I like to think it is sometimes, too. It's an in-between on that one. Ooh. Check out that truck. Okay, what... Was that just a, hey, that's a neat truck situation there? I'm not sure... Not sure what we're doing there. I was kind of hoping the fuel pumps were going to blow up, too. I wanted a nice big explosion. That's why I bothered to hit that. Oh, well. It's worth a try, right? Ah, this is where we spend our money. We can get a deflection extension. We can unlock this to receive a legendary extension. Give. Damage denier. Shields from all damage. Takes 20 seconds to recharge after a hit. Neat. Now, did I actually get that, or did that just unlock it existing? Okay, I got that. Nice. That's worth all of the money I was carrying, 100%. I'm completely fine with that. This is glowing red, so I'm assuming this is either an elite or a boss. It looks like a boss. It's a big bear. That's a lot of bear. Alright, easy. Nobody needs to die. Except him. Grizzly Bear. Get it? It's like Grizzly Bear. Haha. Oh boy. He didn't appreciate me laughing at his name. So far, he's not too bad. Where's his other tricks? I'm sure he's got a few up his sleeve somewhere. Ignoring the fact that he doesn't have any sleeves. There it is. There's the other tricks. I knew he had to have something up his sleeve. It was too easy otherwise. You know, ignoring the fact that he is first boss, you would expect it still to be a bit nastier. Yep, now he's got minions too. So these could be useful for me to keep around, actually. There goes my shield finally. Yep. Actual second phase time now. Okay. Whoop. He's getting way more aggressive now. Ooh, wow. Okay, you know what? That's more like it. Okay, you know, maybe that's a little too much now. Because it is hard to get a word in edgewise on him now without getting hit. Thankfully, we have that shield to kind of compensate for that. Yep, I knew as soon as I swung it was over. Eric died. Rebooting, rebooting, rebooting. Everything hurts. I can barely move. Wait, something's not right. No, not like this! Machine, I'd rather be dead. We are now Robo-Eric. Snap out of it, old man. Rita's still out there. She needs you. Dun dun dun, we're a robot now. You know, ignoring the fact that we were jamming all those, like, chips in us before anyway. Still not buying the idea that covering the car was necessary. I mean, it's rusty enough as is. I don't know if the rain's gonna make much of a difference. I'll definitely need instructions for this. I'm assuming I can't do anything without instructions, then. It is interesting that he's moving a bit differently now that he's in robot form, though. You again, back to shatter whatever's left of my life. I won't tolerate machines around me, even though I'm now a machine. Meow. You better stay away or I'll destroy you. All of you. Okay. Cool story, bro. As the cat just slowly, diagonally strolls away from me. Don't have the plans for that. I guess I can't do anything in here then yet, huh? Some of them he doesn't even react to. He's just like, nope. Not doing anything here, boss. Nope. I guess we're just gonna be going right back out and trying again. I don't know if y'all can hear them, but he does have like little servo whirring noises when he's walking now. Blueprint stuck. Alright, back in we go. I feel like we had a pretty good thing going. We'll find you, and I will end you. Okay, we got a different branch of stuff to work with this time, though. EMP Strike. Strike creates a chain EMP that deals 10 damage to multiple enemies. Special Attack discharges an EMP bolt that deals 30 damage. Or Dash discharges an EMP bolt that does 15 damage. Let's take the Dash bolt. That seems like a good idea. Short Fuse, Big Shock. Okay, yeah, it looks like it unlocked all the other chip types now. Or at least more other chip types. Because we should... Looks like we're getting a flame chip now. I'm betting there's gonna be somebody out there that's gonna beat this game still in human form. By never dying. Let's see. Offense Enhancer. Strike and Special Attack are 10% stronger. Vengeful Combustion. Taking damage applies combustion to nearby enemies that deals 100 damage. Special Attack supply is combustion that deals 60 damage. Let's go ahead and get Vengeful Combustion because I'm going to get hit. So we got a question mark and a composite. We already have a bunch of composites, so let's go ahead and get the question mark. See what that does. Oh, it's you again. Hi, I'm a robot now. Laura, keep it in your sights. I'm activating the turret. That reconstruct could attack at any moment. Wait, it's me, the man looking for his daughter. They turned you into a reconstruct, but you can still talk? Hold fire. You're saying you're a working specimen created by Project Immortality? Project what? Look, I don't have time to talk. I need to save my daughter. Is there any way to make this body stronger, mister? Call me Ivar. Upgrading a reconstruct. Until now, I only thought about how to disable them to stay alive, but upgrading one, this could be fascinating research. This observatory sits on a massive database with all kinds of technical data. The problem is, there's no electricity to power the servers. According to the map, the power used to come from a station in the village. I might have seen something that looked like a power station, but it seemed out of order, just like everything else out there. And we need to restore the power. If we can get the servers running, I might be able to find something useful in the database for both of us. Maybe even a way to upgrade you. So we gotta repair the fusion reactor now. Everything's getting turned into robots around here, though. The trees are robots. We are robots. All the animals are obviously robots. I'm assuming the directive that the nanites had was probably just convert everything. I'm gonna hold off on taking Deflective Strike again, even though it would make our strike a lot stronger. Let's go ahead and take Reactive Shield. I'm gonna wait and grab the strike version of one of the other chips, I think, since you can only have one strike enhancement. That seems like it'll be more interesting. So money or composite? Let's take money because we found a way to spend money. We have not found a way to spend composite yet, though I assume composite is related to when we get the blueprints and such, based on the way it was described in its little tooltip. I just gotta remember that I can't deflect bullets anymore. Oh, we got the laser dogs now, so I gotta watch out for that. Were those meant to be big cats? Could be either, really. Even with the sound, I'm not sure which it is. They're sending much more serious robots after me now, too. They took each other out. Incredible. You love to see it. Cryogenics. Interesting. Machine learning resets up to 3 extension tiers, then increases the tier every 3 encounters. Taking damage deals 10 damage to an enemy and freezes them. Special attack is 60% stronger and chills enemies. I'm curious about this reset thing here. So I'm guessing as you're traveling, you're building up your extension tier, and now we're just back down to 0? Question mark? Or more accurately, 1? See about getting flame attacks. Those might be fun. I do, in fact, want to set the world on fire. Especially this world full of evil robots. Oh, it looks like your regular attack ordinarily breaks projectiles, unless it just happened to hit the fountain right as my axe hit it, which is not impossible. Ooh. We didn't get the attack bonus, but we got Kill Chainer. Destroying an enemy strength and strike or special attack by plus 100%. So that is a good one to get anyway. We got money that way, and that seems to be the only way. So, to the money we go. Gotta follow the money, after all. Not sure how long the kill chainer thing lasts. It almost feels like it's your next attack after a kill is boosted. Yeah, because it doesn't say next or a time, but I'm assuming it's next strike or special. That would make the most sense. Oh, it's a healing shrine. Feels wrong to feel right. I like these monkeys. They blow up all their friends for me. Saves me some work. I may actually get a special attack upgrade this time, because we can chain the 3-swing attack into the special and leverage the chain in bonus for the special, so we hit a wide area but do a lot of damage. There we go. Don't forget your composite, you silly man. It's half the reason we did that fight. I don't think we've seen whatever this upgrade type is yet. Let's see as many upgrade types as we can. Enemy? Hello? Oh, there he is. This does have the same problem to a certain degree, though, that Retroid had, where our main move is just a 3-swing combo. And we don't really get too much else. Rapidity. Okay, so dash chance is higher. Dash doubles running speed and reduces damage for half a second. Dash count is 1 higher. Give me double dash. Double dash is real good. No matter what game it is, being able to dash twice is helpful. And we do have lightning strikes on our dashes, so that'll pair well. Because that means I can double lightning strike. Not to mention positioning moves like that start to work way better for us. Is it meant to be like bison or bulls or what? I don't really know what those big guys are. Ooh, I can get another dash by upgrading Sprinter. That's very tempting, honestly. Upgrading the reactive shield is tempting as well, but it only raises the damage by 15. Whereas Kill Chainer going up a level makes it give me 50% more damage. So if I was going for damage, the Kill Chainer upgrade would be the better choice. The only risk from that is if I can't kill anything, Kill Chainer is useless. But I don't think I need triple dash. Not yet, anyway. So I think Kill Chainer is the better choice. And we get another cryogenics chip. I wanted fire attacks, but I will accept cold attacks as well. Yeah, we got robo-rats now, too. That's actually kind of upsetting because they're gonna be hard to see and very annoying. It looks like they'll explode, judging from the fact that they run right at me. Ah, there we go. Strike is 60% stronger and chills enemies. Though, restoring 30% health and 30% stronger healing power is very tempting. We'll take the Cryo Strike because I was just talking about it. We have a fancy blue effect on our attacks now. Over this way. This isn't over until I say it is. Now, see, it will be over when the hour's up. Okay, it looks like chill does slow things like one would expect it to. So chill is actually a really good thing to have on my basic attack. I wonder if they're gonna actually have voice acting with all these lines that are popping up in the future or not. Oh, we can duplicate an extension. What does duplicating it do for me? Let's go ahead and duplicate our Vengeful Combustion. Curious what's gonna happen there. Yeah, I do just have another copy of it. Because there it is up there, and there it is down there. So I guess when I take damage, I now apply combustion twice? Question mark? I don't know how that works. But it did make an inferior copy, so that's worth keeping in mind. Oh, there's a shop there. Definitely more interested in the shop. So what did this thing over here mean? Oh yeah, that was where Ivar was, wasn't it? Oh, no, this is probably more important. Oh no, it was the statue. God damn it. Brain did it dumb. We missed the shop entirely. Here's the bear. Well, that's a shame. So you are my girl. You lose. On the bright side, keeping ahead of this guy's attacks is going to be easier with more than one dash. And since he's getting slowed down a lot, we're also getting that benefit. It's a shame we don't have that shield anymore, but, you know, it is what it is. I can be way more aggro now. Yeah, still got hit there, but that's okay. Ow, I was for some reason not expecting a swing there. Whoop. Got him. Still kind of sad we didn't get him first try because we were so close, but, you know. Grizzly Bear defeated. Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to be the end of the demo. The demo may end with the Grizzly Bear's defeat, but Eric's quest will continue. Wishlist the game on Steam so you don't miss out on the story's multiple endings and all of the epic game features we're cooking up for you. That was a solid demo. I'm a little sad that it ended without you getting to do much of any of the base construction stuff or anything that looked like was going to be there, but, you know, it is what it is. So that's 4 demos down. Good thing I cooked up some spare demos, because I initially was only going to have 4 demos today, because I was anticipating all of them taking an hour. But I have some backups lined up just in case. I just gotta find where... There we go. There it is in the list. This way I can give you all the store page in case any of you are so inclined to give I Am Machine a go yourself or wishlist it for the future. Now, which of the demos that I have left do I want to do? As long as the last demo, this next demo works out, it probably will be last demo. is that'll put us close to the 5-hour mark at that point. Controller plugged in. Yeah, we'll do Fatal Claw, because that was the, of the two, that was the one that the presentation caught my eye a bit more. But if the demo on this ends early as well, we may get in the last one too. We'll see. Alright, title updated, screen updated. I'm going to turn your audio off for a second here just to make sure that I didn't forget to lower the audio on this game. There is a photosensitivity warning at the beginning on this one too. This is why I've been leaving the flashing light warning at the bottom of the screen all day here, is I knew a bunch of the demos I was doing today had a photosensitivity warning, so it seemed better just to leave it there and make sure. And now these audio settings look fine. We'll see if they're actually as fine as they look. Okay. Go ahead and give you guys back audio and give you a view of the game. And we will get this demo that may or may not be the last demo on the road here. Okay, good, you can see it now. Very good. A solid amount of settings. Nothing too remarkable. As you can see. Good amount of audio settings. Like, it even has ambient sound effect settings already, in addition to UI sound and regular sound. There's all your controller settings, including turning vibration on and off, which we are going to turn vibration off. I don't like vibration. There's the test file I had. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that. And in we go. Is the fate really sealed for this one? We shouldn't have relied on an impure-blooded one from the beginning. Don't blame him. We've seen everything he has gone through. I fear that all his efforts are to no avail. I wish we... Are you insisting that we intervene in this matter? We must not break any more taboos. Their destruction is predestined. If everything is predestined, so is our intervention. I seek to grant this child another opportunity. We heed your decision, mighty Examu. Rise, warrior of the kin. I entrust all of our fate to you. Ah, it's getting bright. Oh boy. And loud. That's taking a radical turn on the sound front. Doesn't seem too out there, but I'm gonna lower it a touch anyway, because it's a little rough. That should be a bit better. There's a lot happening already. I think the cutscene's ignoring my audio settings, though. It's not even really regarding my Windows settings that much, considering it stayed fairly loud. Okay, so big fancy door with 3 seals. After all hell broke loose, it looked like. May you protect everyone you love. A lot of memories flashing by. 34. Why the number 34? We'll hopefully figure that out. And here we are inside a container. And so here we are. Restore health. Press and hold left trigger. Use the healing orb to heal your character. Healing orbs are charged upon attacking enemies. So fun fact, they don't let you move at all until you do that. And notice we're not entirely using our arms to attack. We're actually using, I think, those giant paws we have flapping along behind us. Which is amusing. Yep. Back up. Okay. Hit the switch, and in we go. We get this. Maps and items. Assigned keys. Select. Use the ancient artifact known as Karox to chart your map and manage items and skills. We got a lot of information going on in here. I'm gonna actually lower the audio a little bit in general here. That should be a bit better. It sounded fine at first, but the longer I listened to it, it started to sound just a touch too high. Crawl. Gonna crawl on through this little hole. And there we are. Can I break the glass? I cannot break the glass. Understood. Oh, I can bounce off the ground a bit, too, when I do my down attacks. Interesting. We're already further into the demo than I went when I tested this. I tested just the beginning bit, and it felt fine, so I'm like, yep, we'll go with it. Which is also why the audio was a little more scuffed than some of the others were. I do see why there's the photosensitivity warning, though, because some of this stuff is a bit bright. And they really went all out with the effects. Now. Rest and save. Let your fur down at the Stone of Immortality to restore health and save the progress. Oh, it looks like we can assign our upgrades here as well? Which, there's a whole upgrade tree. Okay. So you can do rising attacks, you can increase how many attacks you get, attack speed, mana absorption. Okay. A lot of good options here. Nothing remarkable, but all solid bonuses for the claws. And based on the fact that that was the claw tab, I'm assuming there's way more tabs to work with as time goes on, too, probably. Now we're in Moss Cave. Okay, enemies do have health bars as well. That's worth keeping in mind. And they do have knockback, as demonstrated by that. Engraved skills. Use mana to launch engraved skills. Mana is charged upon attacking enemies. Ah, I charged enough mana, that's why. I was like, why is it telling me about that now? I do appreciate that we actually start with a skill immediately. Helps add a little bit of variety to the initial combat. Yes, I know I should heal. Snaga's brooch piece. Once the great late king's treasure, it was shattered and scattered across all the kingdom after a fierce battle. Collect 2 of these items to add 1 more health slot. Nice that it's only 2 that you need for it, not like 5. Oh, I see. The look up there is probably to tell you to spot that. Okay, fine. So it stops yelling at me. I'll use my heal. I also appreciate that they actually, like, hold their arm up like, up there? It's also interesting that they use the big claw hand, not their regular arm, to look around. That seems suspect back there, the way it's twitching. Ah, that's a mana source. Neat. Ah, that's why there's a mana source there, is because you have to hit that with your attack spell. Understood. And there's another chest, which has Lanya's bracelet piece, a key artifact that helped the kingdom prosper for generations until it was smashed into pieces. Select 2 of these items to add 1 more mana slot. Okay, so we found our health extension and our mana extension equivalents so far. I'm assuming there's going to be one for healing charges as well, though starting with 3 of them is actually kind of nice. I was expecting only to have 1 of those at the start here. But then again, you had to have 3 in order to be able to do the tutorial for it, so I guess that kind of goes hand in hand then, huh? The map's competent enough. Tells you where your Stone of Immortality is, tells you where crates are, tells you where you are. It's really all you need. And it tells you the general gist of the lay of the land. I do kind of wish that instead of having just the 1 platform marked there, I feel like it would have been nicer for all of them to be marked instead of this kind of in between here, but it's fine. Oh, there's a red owl too. I'm assuming that heals you. I was a little too slow on the draw there. Yep, sure does. Each hit gives you 1 pip of health. Which, that's gonna be something to keep in mind with this game, is each of these pips of health are 1 hit, it seems. So we only have 5 hits of health, not counting healing. So getting health extensions is probably going to be kind of important, unless you get really good at avoiding getting hit. Open the door, and what do we find? Hole. Leads to another Stone of Immortality and somebody who may or may not be dead. So, judging from the bag of green gems next to them, I'm assuming they're actually a merchant. Help! We were attacked by the infected when we came to mine mechanics. I'm scared. I don't want to turn into a monster like the others did. That woman, she lied. She said this place would be safe. I hope you escaped the cave alive. This will help you. I don't need it anymore. Boundless Focus, designed by Pathfinders who study the root of ancient power to bolster their resonance with nature. This discipline allows for absorbing more mana from consecutive claw attacks. Why do you just have this? Okay, I can manage these at the Stone of Immortality as well. And we have a power limit down there. Okay. Yep, I figured that out, game. Thank you. This really does just seem like Cat Hollow Knight a bit here. Which is fine. Boss fight? Boss fight. Satan. Not to be confused with Satan. Is that all you're gonna do, is just keep emitting spikes at me and failing miserably? If so, honestly, I'm kind of fine with that. Just feel free to carry on doing exactly that. Anyway, that was a boss, I guess. Oh, we can absorb him. Saitan's countermeasure. Saitan's ability allows the character to release spikes instantly, dealing damage to all nearby enemies. Okay, so now we have another move to use. Hiya! Okay, that's actually pretty good. Definitely need to lower the sound effect settings a little bit just because of that in particular, but other than that, it's good. That was a very loud sound when we hit all of them at the same time there. Up. Yep. Up. Mana Stone. Thank you. Look down. Yep, there sure is death down there. Okay, that doesn't reach as far as I hoped. It was gonna look so cool if that worked, and instead I just look a fool. Which, you know, about par for the course, really. But I am more interested now than I was before on the basis of we can actually get powers from bosses. I'm wondering if you get something from every boss, then. It would explain the amount of space in the skill menu. This is a big room. Also really neat looking. Like, look at the detail on those pillars, for example. Put a lot of work in there. So, actually a very well animated crouch, too. Ow. 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 Wow, I fell way further than I thought I was going to there. Huh. Oh, that's fine. Guess we'll just have to find our way around. Can't get up there yet, so presumably we either get like a wall bounce or a double jump or something. Hello, little one. Help! Infected. You're not? You freaked me out. Somebody lives up there. How did you even get here? I'm Nia. I live across the street. Everyone's gonna be happy to see a new friend. Wonder when my brother and his exploration group's gonna come back. Any news? They're doing great. Yeah. I'm sorry about last time. That's fine. You're a kid, it's understandable. Weird guy with giant claw hands come falling out of the sky, I'd be a little concerned too. Whoop. Wasn't really sure if I wanted to fall down there yet, but I guess I'm here now. How about over here? Any goodies? Really long hallway, that's for sure. Okay. So that's how I get back then. I go all the way around that. Understood. I gotta say, a lot of the demos in this Next Fest have been knocking it out of the park in terms of presentation. Like, some of them may not have hit entirely for me in particular as far as gameplay goes, but they've all hit for presentation. Oh? You don't look familiar. Judging from what you're wearing, you're not a survivor from the area. Are you an ancient? A commoner? You don't have to answer. Just an icebreaker. I'm Ledart. I collect and study pieces of the stone called Iser's Stone. It holds clues to fighting the plague. Very helpful. You're lucky to have arrived at this village, away from the infected. Villagers are deeply depressed as Canic collectors who set out for the moss caverns haven't returned. I don't want to blame my ancestors for failing to stop the plague and unloading the burden upon us 100 years ago. As a researcher, I feel obligated to resolve the current crisis. In that sense, would you join me in retrieving Elsar's stone shards to restore that ancient stone over there? Sure. I'll see what I can do. Can't promise I'll find any, but I'm assuming I'll run into them in my travels. And I'm probably gonna be one of the few that can actually go anywhere and do anything. Hey, little feline. Didn't you forget something? That hurts. You should always stop by my tea house before you hit the road. I've never been here before. I thought I became famous for serving a cup of tea for travelers. Never mind. I've been taking it slow, fixing the place up since I took over from my parents. But if you wish to enjoy a cup of tea, let me know. Trust me, it's perfectly good. Okay, so you sell moss flower tea, which I'm assuming will heal me. Drink this tea and you'll feel like you're drenched. Oh, it's a mana restorer. Feel like you're drenched in mana. The subtle scent of soil is what makes this moss flower tea so special. A perfect pick-me-up. Then we got the Fury tea. I brew this tea from Fury fruits. They're very rare since they only grow in the cold East region. Easterners enjoy this tea to warm themselves and regain energy. If you ever visit the East, can you please get me some? I'm almost out of stock. And then Adrian's tea. Rotary said it's an ancient magic tea that can even bring back the dead. I mean, come on. If that kind of tea is real, But why would we need hospitals? Still, I thought a legendary tale like this might catch visitors' interest for a bit. So I'm going to assume that actually does work, and that might be a revive item for us. Which would be real nice to get, except we need specific items for those two. We could grab a couple of these if I want. And it is a mana restore, so I'll grab at least one. Don't you love how moss flowers bloom in a white ribbon shape? I find them adorable, especially when they bloom in humidity. You can easily find them in the moss cave, but be careful, overeating them can cause diarrhea. Oh wow, there's a whole animation for making it too. Oh, does that act immediately though? Do I not get to keep that? I think that activated immediately. Yep, I don't have it. Okay, bear that in mind. So I'm not entirely sure what that did for me in any real capacity then. Oh, we'll figure that out later, I guess. Welcome to Aurora Village. I'm Skyle, the patrol captain here. This place is safer than outside. I will guarantee it. We haven't seen a traveler for a while. We can't afford hospitality, but you can still make yourself a nest here. Take a look around and let me know if you need my help. Alright. Unique paw steps. Who goes there? Judging from your silence, you must be a stranger. Don't tell me you plan to stand there and just stare at me forever. Anjef. Name's Anjef. Don't forget. See, I deal in anything lucrative. Some of them even date back over 100 years. They're all as good as new. Browse if you're interested. Let's see, you've got a brooch piece, so I definitely want that. You got a green ID card. A crimson emblem piece. Which I apparently can't buy, so I don't know why it's in your menu. And another bracelet piece for more mana, too. I like the phrasing on this one. A piece of a bracelet carrying mana. Maybe you're worthy of having it. And then, of course, a piece of brooch holding vital force. One piece alone can't do anything. You might want to collect more of these. And then, of course, the green ID card. I bought this from some eloquent wanderer, but I don't see any good use for it. Take it if you want, but not for cheap. It cost me a lot to get my paws on it. Alright. We got a shop here, and a tea shop over there, and then... Hello! What is going on in here? An exotic outfit! You must be new to this village, little feline. No worries. Who you're with and where you're from don't matter. Why? Because my inventions are extremely useful for everyone, regardless of their backgrounds. Nah, snap. Excuse me. I got carried away. I'm Mark, the 3rd generation owner of Gatorware and the best underground inventor. This business has been around for over 100 years. Take a look. You might find something both pawsome and jawsome, especially if you want to explore this vast world. And I hope to see you often, little feline. What do you got? Ooh, ND615. On my rundown again? Where should I begin? You don't? Snap, what a shame. Well, let me give you my bite-sized tip anyway. If you deploy AND615 at your current location, lets you see everything on the Karox map menu. Make sure to check out the surveillance drone for yourself. Automata collect. You simply don't want to miss this snappy information. And these automata are mounted with a module optimized for resource collection. You know what that means? They won't miss a single piece of mechanics. They study the surroundings and determine the best course as if they're alive. Give this machine a try. I don't have enough money for either of your things, but I'm very interested in both of them in the future. Exodus 216. No data is collected at this moment. Collect the data first, then insert the memory. Busy, bro. Just leave my lunch over there. Oh, sorry. Thought you were Mark. I could have enjoyed the slow business a bit longer. Wait, what's that? A map scanner? That's totally jaw-dropping. Makes a modern technology in the ancient Elord one. Never seen anything like this before. Karox, was it? Whoever made this device makes me jealous. As it happens, your scanner looks compatible with the terrain scanner app I was working on. I can set it up for you if you want. For a price, that is. So we can... Oh, this is where you get your map markers. Okay, so you can mark danger, obstacles, questions, output circuitry. Looks like your Ox needs this. Putting this part will make your archive screen fully functional, but I can't give it to you for cheap. This part is extremely hard to come by. Includes my repair labor service too. See me again when you're ready to pay, or it's totally up to you. And they've got all the basic services you would need here then. You got a map upgrade service, you got a tool service, you've got an artifact guy who sells you upgrades for your health and mana, as well as some other goodies. You got a tea shop to give you a bunch of bonus effects. They've got everything. Aside from a weapon shop. Might even have one of those around here somewhere. I'll be back, on my way to the old shop to find my family photo. I'm sure we'll run into them in trouble somewhere along the way. Yep, kind of figured that was an elevator. Considering, you know, the up and down arrows on it kind of gave that one away. Who needs ladders when you can jump real high? Can your drilling site? Hey, man.
Hey, Malo.
Hey, kitten. What the heck are you doing here? You know what? Just go away and don't bring any trouble my way. I'm already annoyed by those rats and ceiling crawlers. I don't know what's in the control room, but every time there's a thud, it makes them run amok. Ah. I can't believe I'm wasting my talent here. Guess my captain doesn't trust commoners like me. I mean, it doesn't have to be classist. You also seem like you're a little bit of a prick. Okay, that is solid. I assumed it had to be able to get up here, but I also wasn't sure. Okay, we can get a better look at this sign. Welcome, your dedication powers a brighter future. At Origin, we guarantee a safe and pleasant workplace. Is that why everybody's dead? Sure about that one? You really sure about that? I don't know about that one. I see why they needed to have an option to turn down ambient sounds now. Because if I hadn't turned that down, that hissing would be very loud and annoying. I don't think I have anything to assign in the Karoks right now. Ah, that's what's making the noise, isn't it? Sure is. Yikes. Ah, stood up a little too soon. We don't have a dash or anything, so this is really dangerous. I say as I go for it anyway and succeed, but you know. Adrian's Grace. This item holds Adrian's compassion for mortals and their inevitable death. Use it to add one more Adrian's marble slot. I'm gonna assume that's space for more items to be used at once. Actually, no, the icon looks more like the healing icon, so I think actually Adrian's marbles are our healing slots. Which is incredible, actually. So I'm very happy to have found that. And I now understand why it was so dangerous to get. Which, admittedly, that was less dangerous than it looked. I wondered where that guy was going to attack from, because I could tell he was going to jump me. I saw him up there. He wasn't so slick as to be invisible. He'd hide in the corner intelligently, though. I'll give him that. He wasn't, like, just clinging to a random piece of ceiling. If we didn't see the world from this perspective, he would have been completely invisible to us. Bonk. Their jump attacks are kind of annoying to deal with, though, since we don't have, like, a dash or any real means of dodging them. Currently, anyway. I'm sure we'll pick up a dash somewhere. I don't have anything for my right trigger to do, for example, right now. Or really the bumpers to do, either. Or, for that matter... Actually, no, Y and B are both attacks. Okay, I need to be quick about that. And you might be thinking, why am I fine with this compared to what we're doing in Constance? The difference being, this doesn't need multiple moves at once, nor is it like 17 moves long. Warrior's Prowess. This item increases the damage of engraved skills. Through countless experiences, warriors who return from the brink of death discovered a way to strike a fatal blow. Neat. So it'll make my ranged attack and my spike move stronger if I put that on. Which depends on if it takes up much space or not. If it doesn't take much space, I'll obviously put it on, because why wouldn't I? It's not like I'm using that space for anything else right now. Ooh, this looks like map data. Successfully downloaded the map for a new zone. And now I have the map for this area. And a boss. Damaged Eradicator. Yikes. Alright, you Wheelgator wannabe. Okay, good, it doesn't go to the floor. I was a little worried about that one. So far, this guy's not that tough. He also malfunctions every time he gets done spinning. But then again, he is, you know, damaged. It makes sense. Got him. I don't think he even hit me, did he? Pretty sure I was hurt when I got here. Let's see what our new move is. I'm assuming we actually get to do what he was doing. Automata Power Source. Ooh, that looks fun. Press right trigger while crouching. The power source carved into the stone of records placed inside Automata allows the character to crouch and roll forward fast. So, less exciting than I thought. I thought I was actually going to get to, like, buzzsaw around, which would have been hilarious. But still useful. This is absolutely what I was supposed to use to get through that other segment as well. Instead of me just creeping through it by force of just good timing. Nothing hidden under there. Another Immortality Stone. Which means we can also assign our item that we got if I want to. We still don't have any of those. Yeah, this thing. It needs 2, so we're not going to use that. I will put the Adrian's Grace on.